Hello, Susan. I don't know if anybody will pop in here and chat or not. Hello, Susan. I don't know if anybody will pop in here. Now I got that muted. That's muted. Just me and one other person. That other person may be me watching myself, reckon. I got something in the mail today. You guys, oh, there's Deb. Hello, Deb Somerville. Did I get it? Hello, Deb. Hello, Yo Patty. Kim's in here. Y'all are showing up slowly but surely. Since it's a pop-up. Hello, Milana. And I saw, oh, I'm missing it. I'm get my finger to get these comments up here, these high comments. Hi, Kim. Hi, Lisa, Awkward Quilter. And I posted the link, pinned it to the top. Hey, Bay. Hey, Sharon J. Already 8 of you. Anyway, what I was fixing to say, and I need you guys' help. I had a company send me some free stuff to review, and it's that diamond painting. Now, which one of you girls can tell me about the diamond painting? Because I've got this, and I've got all these little pieces, and I have no idea what to do with them because I've never done it before. Can somebody help me? They sent me 2 of them, and I'm supposed to do a review on it and post a video on it, but I thought I would just get on here and do a little bit of it first to see what I was supposed to do. So is anybody going to help me? That was, I got to pick the ones I wanted, so I picked the cute little chickens, and the other one, I haven't opened the other one yet, but if you can get a little bit of peek at it, it's going to be the vintage sewing machine. But I'm not going to touch it until I work on this in a little bit. Those colors you put in. Okay, let's see. I was hoping somebody could help me because I got this little stuff. I've never done it before. Is there some kind of glue that I'm supposed to use? Oh, there's Francis. Hello.
Hey.
I'm glad you found me. This is just one of them pop-ups. So
I happened to see it pop up on my phone, and I said, well, let me get my tablet.
Yeah, you got to come and pop on here, too.
Did you get Peggy's blog today?
No. That thing's lost in the mail.
It's got to be.
It has to be, because everybody else has gotten theirs from her, but not me. No. You ever done diamond painting? That's what I was just telling me either.
My brother Frankie's wife has, but I haven't. That's cute though.
I thought it was kind of whimsical, but so I was hoping somebody would tell me what to do. Cause surely I can do it. If other people can do it, surely I
should be able to. Michelle said it was really easy to do, but I said, well, I got enough going on.
Yeah. When they offered to send me the products to review, I thought to myself, well, I ain't never done it. Am I even going to like it? So I don't know. It came in the mail this morning. So I've just now took it out of the package to see what it was even like.
Yeah.
So my daughter, who just left for college, has done a couple of them, but I haven't. It should already be sticky, and the little things just stick on it. Well, I noticed that if I peel back this little layer, that's sticky. So maybe I don't need any glue. But it said something about insert the round end of the dotting pin into the dotting cement. So I don't know what that means. I guess I'll just have to figure it out. Would y'all get a good checkup yesterday?
Yeah, he gave him some more medicine, and it's a 6 week supply, 3 a day. And if this doesn't calm it down, that he's going to do an endoscope and go into his small intestines through his
Okay.
top. So we got time will tell.
Time will tell. Candy, I can help you. I've not done it, but you watch the videos. Now tell me what to do. Use a little tool to stick them on since they're tiny. They are tiny. Look at all them little things. Right now, while I'm talking to y'all, may not be the best time to work on it, though. Reckon I'd rather talk.
You probably need to concentrate on that.
I probably do. I thought, well, if nobody comes on here, I'll just work on that. But y'all came, so I don't have to work on that.
Watch your mail because John mailed something today.
Okay.
So
I check my mail every day, right after the mail runs. So I'll check it. I'm not like some of them people. I like to see what I get in the mail every day. As quick as it runs. Even if it's a bill, I have to know that.
I got my trimmers in the mail today. My whatever you call them. Slotted trimmers.
Oh, okay.
Those I got those in the mail today.
I've got those, but I actually like that block lock better myself.
I couldn't find that one
because it's the one that I use. I bought them first because of the friend at the quilt shop said to get them, and then I seen that other one, and I got it, and I like it. But it's the one I use.
And it's called what?
A block lock. I'll show you.
Block lock. I have to write that down.
I actually had some here. I was trimming. And this is the one that I like. I don't know if you can see that, but it's called a block lock. And you press them first before you trim it, and then it has got that little groove that scooches up there against the seam line, and it's the one I like.
I wrote it down. I have to look.
And I tell you, all of these things are so expensive, though, for just a little old piece of plexiglass. Seems like
that was $30-some.
Yeah.
It's terrible for a ruler.
It is.
But some of them you got to have.
You do.
They know it, so they can jack that price on up.
And doing that strip piecing and cutting all that, if you don't trim them, nothing's going to fit. It's going to be all wonky, so you have to trim it.
Yeah.
All right, I probably missed some comments. Let's see. I saw So Terry. Hello, So Terry. Hello, Sarah. And Deb's got the clearly slotted and the block lock. Now, I've got them both too, but the block lock's the one that I grabbed the trim with. Yo, Patty says, Francis, I got the slotted trimmer, and I'm so glad I did. They surely make the triangles a whole lot easier. Now, it was the one that was on sale, at the Missouri Star here a few days ago. Is that where you got yours, Francis? I think they had a good sale price on it here about a week ago.
Oh, I didn't see it. I got mine at...
But it was a daily deal, so if you missed it, it's too late. They're way too expensive. They really are.
Yeah, they are.
When you get them, they last forever, I guess, but they're expensive.
Let me see. What is that?
They're always coming out with the new one you have to have.
Yep.
Hello, Jean. And if I miss saying hi to y'all, you'll just have to say hi again. Maybe I'll see it next time. Candy said hi to all she missed. Well, I'm saying hi to all I missed too. Yeah, Yo Patty got hers when it was on sale.
Yeah.
And my sister and her granddaughter, they got that set when it was on sale. And then I told her about the other one, so she got on Amazon and bought this one too. But
That's probably what I'll do.
and so Terry, I have an imitation triangle slotted trimmer. I think Sarah's quilting journey has the same one. And hello, Janet. Is JL with
Janet. Yep, JL and Janet.
you? Wait, JL and Janet. Always miss them when I don't hear from them on here. It's still hot here. We're in them over hundreds, and it's
It's
awful.
hot here too. I don't know exactly what it is out there, but it's hot.
It's going to go on to about Monday, and then I think it's going to be nicer come Monday. But that's still a few days away.
We still got storms coming. They 2 more storms in the ocean out there somewhere.
Coming, huh?
One's Henry. I think Hillary's already been through.
Yeah, Hillary hit California.
And Henry's coming in, and somebody else.
Everyone's weather. I'm ready for fall. I'm tired of summer. Even that little old cow that just had that calf on Saturday, I think this heat's affecting her. She just not acting like she has any energy. So
Yeah.
Hello, ladies.
hello.
Hey.
Oh, I'm feeling so much better.
You've been down and out. You've been feeling bad.
Oh, I've been bad for months.
Well, well, maybe.
I figured out I was taking blood pressure medicine, and either new meds were taking my blood pressure down, and then when I was taking my blood pressure medicines, it was caused me to bottom out on my blood pressure. And I had no energy at all.
I think we'll all feel better after when the weather breaks and it's not hot.
That's true too, because when your blood pressure is low and you go out in the heat, you nearly pass out.
Mm-hmm. And you're down in Texas where it's been really bad too, because it's not been.
It's 107, I think, already, or 103. Should get to 107 today.
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's. We've had only a couple days that was either at 100 or below 100. Everything else has been well into the hundreds. And we had one quick shine.
Yeah, Candy, that calf wasn't hid. I was just kind of teasing about it being hid. They just stash them someplace and then go back and get them when it's time.
Yep.
So it wasn't lost. It was just she just put it someplace and couldn't get her drink and left it. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have their time when they want people to see it.
They'll put them in that high grass, and you can't see them.
You can't see them, We've had them stash them in brush piles before. You find them every place.
It's amazing how animals behave better for their moms than humans do.
I know. If that mama cow tells them to stay, they don't move. You just barely see an ear twitch sometimes when you go by them.
Yep.
I finally got the energy to start sewing again, but not sewing very much. So here's a little sample of what I've been doing.
Well, hello, Rowena. Let's see what you got. I can't tell what it is. And make you big so we can see, because I couldn't see what it was. I could just
Scrunchies.
Scrunchies.
Oh, okay.
If you have long hair, you can't ever have too many of them.
Well, I have three granddaughters with long hair too. One with super long hair, but hers is thin. And then 2 others that's over the shoulder length.
Mm-hmm.
But this is thanks to COVID. Not getting out and going and cutting it every time I got frustrated.
Mine got longer and longer during COVID too. And then it was long enough that it went up in a good ponytail. So now I don't want to go cut it because it's just easy to hold it back.
It is, put it in a bun or ponytail. And
I can't hardly stand mine down. It just bothers me. But I know if I go get it cut, then I can't wear it in a ponytail or pinned up.
yeah, I had 4 inches cut off about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, maybe longer, because it was so heavy putting it in a ponytail that it was giving me a headache or a bun. Now I sort of regret that. I've always had short hair. Only a couple of times I tried growing it out, and it just didn't work out. Anyway, no, I just can't. I just started doing this because it's something simple without needing a lot of mind.
Mm-hmm.
I did, though. Oh, I got a whole bunch of new threads in from Temu, so I'm excited about that. They even came with thread on the bobbin to match everything.
Wow.
And I even got some variegated thread too. But I moved this closer to the sewing machine. I buried it. This is that Among the Stars that's over there on the board. I'm going to try to maybe do a block here soon. But I was getting sicker and sicker when I was rearranging my room, so I got it halfway done. So it's still a little crowded in here, but I just got to where I had no energy to finish it. I didn't come in the sewing room for at least 2 months. I just did not have the energy to even come in here. I stayed in bed mostly. As soon as I'd get up to walk, I'd start having to hold on to the walls or something. I'd go to the doctor and I'm like, okay, what is wrong? And I don't know. It took me sitting down and going through the medicines.
It's still coming. I'm cutting and sewing more pieces. Oh, Sheila.
I still need to get that rooster from you.
Sheila.
Chicken from you.
Hello. I got something in the mail today.
What'd you get mail day? Let's see what you got.
I haven't pressed it yet. I just took it out of the package.
I mean, oh, you got that one. I still hadn't gotten that one yet.
I got that one.
It's from Beth.
Yes.
I recognize some tulip pink in here.
Uh-huh.
Like this right here. Well,
yeah.
It's the opposite. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But
that's a neat block though, but I ain't got that one yet.
And the scissors.
And the scissors, yeah. that's neat.
I haven't pressed it yet.
And Rowena got one from Patty G today. It's been several days since I've gotten a block, and I still hadn't gotten my Peggy Lynn block.
I don't think you're going to get it.
I don't think
either.
It's been this long. Something's happened to it.
Yeah. And I was looking so forward to that little cow because I knew it was going to be adorable, but
I know.
You all do realize we will be going happy mail. That's true with
I know it.
No, that's true. That's true. We'll have to we ought to all draw names and send each other something, a surprise.
I just sent Kathy from Greenland. I didn't send it to her because it would have been $100 to send it to her, but I sent it to her daughter, who gets everything together and sends her stuff every once in a while. I don't know how they send it to make it even cheaper, because that little box I was going to send her was $102, and I think I paid $28 maybe to send it to her daughter in California.
Oh my goodness!
I sent her. She wanted patterns to make children's clothes, to teens' clothes, and I got her those pair of shoes. I gave her that one book that had this snowflake pattern quilt on it. And what else did I send her? Can't remember. Seems like that was about it. I put it all in one of my tote bags so I could just, when I got to the post office, I just opened up a box and dropped it down in it.
Did Laura get her blocks today? They said she got a bunch. Did she get them?
Sure to open one a day.
Oh,
to
yeah.
send it out.
I couldn't do that. If they came, I'd have to open them all.
I'd probably do the same thing, you know. I don't have willpower.
I don't either.
I wouldn't. I'd have to open them all. The hardest part would be deciding which one to open first.
Have any of you ladies tried the stuff from Temu yet?
I've ordered from them two different times, and it was
I have.
bought a shirt or two. They were okay. They're a little bit shorter than what I like. And I bought two pillow covers like for my living room, and they have a zipper on them, but they're good quality.
I use the heat erase pins that they have where they send you one pin and you get all the refills, and it works. The heat touches it, it's gone.
Yeah, I've got quite a few things, a lot of garden stuff, but here's that variegated thread I got. And right now I have to look up the prices just to see what I paid for it, but I know it wasn't much. And then these were in a box, and I got all these colors.
Yeah.
And this.
Well, on their packaging, they use so much tape on the outside of that package. But it kind of reminds me of that tape when you're taping up boxes and stuff, like for moving. It's kind of like that.
Well, you know, we don't live that far off the driveway, from our driveway to the street. And this new mailman we've got, I have a little hill of dirt that needs to get spread in the front yard, and he'll just put it behind the dirt. So I'll see if he hasn't crammed it into my mailbox where I have to fudge it out. He'll leave it laying in the yard.
I've had mine crammed in the mailbox before. I had to tug to get it out.
That's what they do out here.
And I know it's fabric just by the packaging, you know.
But it almost rips the plastic of the package sometimes getting it out.
Yeah.
I got a new mailbox.
He'll bring it up and ring my bell and leave it by the front door. But the other mail I got, which is like, say, bills or something, you know, they leave in the mailbox. You know, why not just bring it all at one time? That's kind of crazy.
Our old mailman was wonderful. He'd bring anything that box-wise, whatever wouldn't fit in the mailbox, he'd just bring it up and leave it on our door. But he passed away of cancer. And this new guy, they sent me a letter. Not to me, but in my mailbox. I've been here 10 years. And it's for the people that used to live here. And he was a fireman, and he had a job, another side job called off-duty excavation. I got a bill that's to him from another company. And I wrote on there, he's in Peaster, and that he's no longer at this address. And this mailman stuck one, you know how they get those papers that they write notes, like you got something at the, post office, or you owe something or whatever. He stuck on there, as long as it's got this address on it, it will continue coming here since they have nowhere to send it. Return to sender. Whatever happened to that?
Yeah. Huh.
So I got on Facebook, not Facebook. I Googled him and looked up his address and wrote his address on there and said, I shouldn't have to do y'all's job for you. This guy is just lazy. We get neighbors' mail. Our neighbors get our mail, and we have to go around and just sort of deliver mail to each other.
I'm hearing some feedback of something. Y'all hear that?
Yeah, I do. Francis is watching TV.
Oh, is she?
Well,
Okay.
Beverly was watching TV, so I cut it down now, but because the news is on, but Beverly was watching TV.
Oh, okay.
You hear it now?
It's
I cut
fine.
it I cut it way down.
Did you? Can she still watch it?
Yeah.
Can she? Okay.
Who's Beverly?
My husband's cousin.
Oh,
We're
okay.
we're her caregivers.
Oh, okay.
I'm laughing, but not really.
That's all right.
It's just about the situation when she asked, and I didn't mean the lady that asked, because we all know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hot mess
Yeah.
It is.
having to take care of someone in your home like that. It's hard.
It is very.
I've been fortunate. I never had to do that or be in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
I feel for you. I sure hope you can get some help soon.
I mean, if your husband asks you, what are you
Yeah.
supposed to say?
Yeah.
No, I can't do that. I guess I could have said that, but I didn't.
Look who's here.
Hey,
Thank you so much.
Hi guys, how are ya?
it's about time we get to see you.
How are you
Missing
guys?
They ask me every night, what about Julie? What about Julie? So
I know.
How are you?
Come back and be with us.
I am.
she is. Here she
I
is.
know it takes a lot for you to get over everything. I understand that. But come back where you're loved.
Oh, no, I'm over everything. It's just fine. I've been busy doing stuff, and Monday night, as you know, that was the last night of The Bachelor, so
Oh,
I'll be back. I'll be back.
She was
Now,
watching TV
I
last
want to
night.
see the next one, the Golden Bachelor.
I do too. That's going to be good, isn't it?
That's gonna be our age people, y'all.
I know, right?
I don't watch any of
I
it.
know,
That's
Patty.
interesting.
They've never had a Golden Bachelor.
And he's a nice looking guy. He's what, 72? He's a nice looking guy.
I haven't never seen him, but
He's a nice looking guy. He's 72, and I think he lost his wife about 5 or 6 years ago, and he hasn't dated. Now he's ready to. Hi, Deb. He's ready to get himself out there again, start dating again, which is nice. But that's going to be an interesting one.
when does it start?
I don't even know.
I don't either.
Y'all will find out
I
beforehand.
know. Hopefully we will, right?
I don't usually. I was watching it a long time ago, but then I quit. And then when I heard the Golden Bachelor, I said, "God, I gotta watch that
We're
one."
going to watch that one, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Julie, did you know about Rita hasn't got a block from Peggy? It's lost somewhere.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this Saturday it'll be 2 weeks.
Peggy said the cow jumped the fence and ran.
The cow ran off.
Oh,
I
my.
got mine within 3 days of her mailing it.
I did. I got mine in 4 days because you got
Did you
yours
check
the day
the post
before me, I think.
Did you check with the
Maybe
post
the
office?
postman took Quilter and stole it.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Did you check the post office, Rita?
No, but I'd have to go to the big town. My mail comes out of the big towns. I'd have to go to the big
Oh,
office.
oh,
How long
That's
does
a
that
good way,
take to go to
isn't
the big town? How long does that take to go to the big town?
Well, not long, but I mean, I've got a little post office out here, and there's a little one in another little town. But I don't want to go to Clarksville, and that's where my mail comes out of.
Can you call them? Can you call?
And what? And see if I got a package down there. I think they would do something. I mean, some
In
of
my
them,
post office, you can
down there know
call
my
them,
name.
and it
Yeah.
rings and
most
rings
usually
and
they
hardly
would give
ever
you
answers the
leave a
phone.
slip of paper in the mailbox.
Or a tracking number? Is there a tracking number on it? She probably didn't.
No,
We
No.
sent them. We all
Yeah.
sent them as cheap as we could.
Right.
I mean,
I know, right?
cost you more.
it was just a block, so
Well, if it doesn't, so maybe she'll make you another one.
I guess the cow jumped over the moon, right?
I guess.
Oh, Ted, that's nice.
Every time I make these scrunchies, it's mixed. I still amazes me how well this closes it up, doing it this way.
Is that scrunchies for your hair?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't been well enough to sew anything else, and I just maybe a week or so ago finally started coming back in the swim room, and I thought, man, I could just got to do something that's easy and little.
Right.
Hello, Richmond Place Homestead.
So, Francis, how was Beverly?
She's all right now. She just said, "I'm doing good."
Good. She can hear us.
And she's
Uh-huh.
she's watching
Okay.
TV there.
Good for
Yeah, she's watching
her.
TV.
Hi, Beverly. We all say hello to you. Hope you're having a good day.
She said, "Hey."
Uh,
Tell her we always asking about her.
Yeah. Thank you, she said.
I heard her. You're so welcome.
hello to Karen Evans.
Well, I went out to lunch somewhere, and then when I come home, the temperature in my car was 106.
I know, it's awful.
Did you hear what's going on here in Chicago?
What?
Today and tomorrow, like right now, it's 100 degrees with a heat index of 80%. It's the hottest it's been since 1999. Now, I was working in 1999, and it was horrible because up here, people were passing away, and they were getting these semis, air-conditioned semis, and just putting the bodies in there because the
Yeah.
ME's office was not able to store them.
Yeah.
Didn't
And
a lot
that
of people
happens more
died in
like
New York
with big
too?
tragedies, you know,
Uh-huh.
not just everyday stuff. Denny's office can handle it.
Mm-mm. No,
I
it was
remember that there was a lot of people in the East Coast too that were
Awkward
New York and
quilter, no.
places.
I'd like
We
to
lived
have
in
it, but I've got several kits are stacking up to be made, so I was strong today.
we lived in Connecticut for 3 years, and you know when you come from Texas, it's funny that you realize there's not air conditioning anywhere. A lot of places don't have it. And the car we came back from there didn't have air conditioning in it, and we didn't think anything of it. We sold to somebody here, and they says, "There's no air conditioning in there." And we said, "Well, we never said there was." He says, "You want to have air conditioning here in Texas?
Yeah, definitely in Texas.
There, you just rolled the window down and got a little warm. Open a window in the house and stuff, and just basic. A lot of the houses, the windows were situated that you could open up a window on one side of the house or the other side and cause a draft to come through. Some of the older houses had double doors on the front, so like we lived in one over here in Poolville, a 100-year-old bungalow house, and there was two doors on the front door, and nobody ever knew on the front porch. Nobody knew who to open up, but what it was is one was the bedroom, one was the living room, so you could open up your bedroom door at night.
Get a cross breeze, right?
Yeah. So it had window units because it never had air conditioning in it. I always think about those poor women that had to wear those long dresses back in the day,
Uh,
and the petticoats and everything.
the petticoats. Yeah.
Awkward quilter, I don't believe that.
Yeah, right.
She's
awkward
telling the
quilter.
fib, isn't she?
She's going to do it.
Uh-huh.
She said she's gonna. Hi, Susan.
Well, I had gotten a
Hi,
charm pack
Susan.
from So Becca when she had her first sale that we somebody sent me a charm pack because I was she only had one and I wanted it and somebody had already got it, so they sent it to me. Anyway, Fabric Patch was having a clearance sale the other day, and they were showing some of their clearance stuff, and it had Sister Bay in it. So I ordered some yardage to go with it, so I could do something with that charm pack. But you can't do much of anything with just a charm pack.
Right.
Anyway, One
Boy, that was really sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that is so nice. Oh, so tragic. So tragic.
I know. That's just awful.
There's so many unanswered questions, and I was talking to a friend of mine today, and I was asking him, why didn't this and why didn't that? And he's going, well, with these winds blowing and it going so fast and 60 miles an hour, and that fire can really get out from under you.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know,
it
but-
wouldn't have been so bad if the kids hadn't been home from school because
Oh,
of the
I
hurricane.
didn't realize that.
Yeah. And then the guy that was supposed to set the alarm said what was only for tsunamis. Well, there in the bylaws, it says fires, it lists different things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
anything.
he quit after that.
Yeah, he resigned, right? So that I didn't ever heard what his answer was. That was his answer.
Yeah,
So-
it was
Yeah,
only for
and,
tsunami's.
They did say in the
So
news
had he set the alarm, I'm sure a lot of people would have gotten out
Especially
of
the
there.
children that were there home
Exactly.
alone.
Yeah. And on the news, they said that guy resigned his
Yeah.
position.
And he was
But
sick
they
or
said-
something.
When they hired him, he knew nothing about any of that stuff. So why? I don't know. Hire somebody that knows nothing about emergency, evacuations and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, if I told you what I think, they'd ban me from YouTube.
There's a lot of disasters everywhere, but that was just,
That was
and it's not
terrible.
like all of that area has a beach where you can run into the ocean. That
exactly.
was rocky sides in that town area. It was rocky areas.
You know,
And
a lot of
then-
people did go to the water.
They
Well,
did.
they
They were in
went
there
to
for
water,
hours.
but the waves were pulling them out to sea.
The boats were burning up too, though. So it
Yeah.
sounds my
And they were right there.
theorist comes out of me. So
And that one family that they showed, the cars were parked like it's got a brick wall or a concrete wall, and there's rocks in the water.
Uh-huh.
Well, all those cars got dead in that one area. And so the people got out and got in the water. But the thing is, those cars started exploding and stuff was flying into the
Mhm.
water and, burning them. And then some of the people drowned because they were being pulled out to sea because the waves, it showed some people were filming it and the waves were just beating them against the, rocks and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
they blocked off the road and wouldn't even let them leave. I know.
Right.
So the reason they had blocked off the road was had power lines down. And it's one of those communities. It's sort of a one way in and one way out.
Yeah.
But people have to use common sense too. Not everything is textbook by the book. I mean, power lines could have gone down, and they could have been a way so that you just get around the power lines without getting electrocuted, and it
Yeah.
could have saved some lives. You know what I mean? It's just
It's
tragic.
going to mostly be children that's dead. Just
I
for the
did
fact
not realize that.
Yeah, they called school for the day because of the high winds and power lines and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I might as well just tie a knot in this. I get
Let's see
tired of
one.
trying to zigzag the elastic.
Do you have one made already?
What's that?
You got
Pam,
a whole
one of your questions?
handful of them made.
I've never seen them. Can I see them? One.
Get her up there.
Oh, she's
All right,
tying a
hold on.
knot right now.
Yeah, I usually zigzag, but it's a pain. This one's going to be little because I tied a knot in it. It's probably going to be too little. But I made one long one too. Where'd it go? Well,
Yeah, there were some people, awkward quilters, that said the power lines wasn't down, that they were just blocking them. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Those are nice. Yeah.
there.
Very nice. Very nice.
The only problem is I never can wear them because my head's flat back here.
Okay.
There's no hump to catch them on. But I'm sending a bunch of these to my granddaughters, and I told them to pick out what they want and see if the other girls want any, and they can make some money off of selling them. So I sent one bigger one to see if anybody wanted a headband out of it.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
told them just anything over $2 they can make, and the $2 will just basically help cover the shipping to them.
Mhm.
Nice.
I think I'm going to take the elastic out and redo that one. I should have had a longer elastic. I don't know. Anyway, it's really weird how you pull it through. Have y'all ever made these?
I
Here,
haven't.
No, I
I
haven't made
haven't.
those.
I've seen several ways to do it, and this one sort of blows my mind. Trying to see here. Trying to get it where I can get you a little bit closer and see it without my phone falling over. My tripod
Rita, I
bends
found
flexible.
that quilt block on the internet, and I printed it.
If I lose you in the middle of me doing this, I'll come back.
What did you say about a quilt block, Sheila? What was,
I said I went online and found that that one you're working on
oh,
right
that
now,
one?
the path. That one,
Uh-huh.
The
and I
jar one?
printed it.
No,
No, I've started another one since then.
What's that one, Rita?
Steps to the Altar is what it's called.
Oh, I saw that with you. Oh, okay. I saw that and I thought,
Yeah.
well, maybe she's, talking about ministry. I really did. I didn't.
And I think it has to do with brides putting it in their hope chest before they get married, is why it's
Yeah.
called.
I thought it was like, ministry, and now you're marrying people and stuff. Giving
No, I
advice
thought
on giving advice on marriage and stuff. So I didn't click on it.
But I never heard of it before, and my sister said, "Mama wants you to make this block here called Steps to the Altar," and I never heard of it. And then she said, "Mama said that she used to have that quilt, but Daddy took it to deer camp and it didn't ever come back home." And it would have
Did you
been
make one?
years ago. Grandma would have made the first one that Mama had. So,
Did you
but
make one?
I'm working on it.
Did you make a square? Oh, you didn't make a block yet?
I made a few blocks.
She'll have it done soon, probably by
Well,
the
Can we
no,
see the block?
I have it started and over in a box to the side, and another one started next week. So I'll show you a block or two.
Yeah, show me a block. That's, I thought, oh my goodness, Rita's giving marriage advice and she's telling people
no, I
to
just
the
I
altar.
just glanced at it and thought maybe she was talking about her and Terry getting married. They
I
got
didn't know.
married.
I was scared that I didn't want to click on. I'm like, she's kept the secret all these years. We don't want to know.
Mary Yancey won't get married again, but here's one block,
Oh, okay, that's nice.
and I made.
Oh wow.
There's some more on that the pieces aren't all put together, but that's
that in the
Oh, wow.
center looks like Jacob's ladder to me.
it does. That piece down the middle looks like Jacob's ladder.
yeah.
Yeah.
On this scrunchie, after you make a loop, so the
Uh-huh.
ends, I flat finger that down, then fold over the center into it itself, and then take the outside over. You just keep going along, making sure that center's out of the way. And then you reach in and pull it, the center. Make sure the center's inside again. Sometimes it bunches up.
Awkward quilter, I agree with you 100%, and I understand how you would be very upset. I am not from Hawaii, but I am very upset because there's so many things that could have been done that were not done.
Yeah.
This
You
is
just think
true.
about it.
That
If
was
you
not a
used to live
tirade.
there,
That was just, I know, that was, you were 100% right. I mean, it was just totally, then people get assigned these jobs and know nothing about them, and look what happens. It's, oh, well, after something tragic happens, then we'll do this and this. Just stay
Oh,
on with us.
I
We
missed what
like
she
you.
said.
She said that she was going to go off because, she was apologizing for the tirade
It's
about the,
fine.
no,
Yeah.
I think
It's
we all have a problem with it, not just you. And I know it is
yeah,
closer to your heart because you are from Hawaii, but it's
yeah.
close to all of us.
Who's from
Those are
Hawaii?
awkward quilter.
Oh, there's another quilter in Hawaii named Katie. Sew with Katie or Quilt with Katie or something like that. And she knows some of the people from that area. And she told Fabric Patch about if you wanted to help. There's two things. There's a Hawaiian community something something. I'll have to look it up. That it's all volunteer. 100% of the money goes to the people. And where a lot of these other things you can't trust them, or there's a lot of management fees. And another thing you could do was go online and like Walmart gift cards and stuff, and send, say you want to send a gift card to such and such person or address. And that way she could hand out gift cards to people to go. There are food trucks there and other donations, but this will allow people to go buy things that they can't get, that they can go pick up at Walmart or whatever.
Hi, Deb.
Yeah, and I know some people that live there, say in a different area, they were taking like a family into their home,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
And they
so
were
they could
talking,
have shelter, which I thought was
yeah.
very giving of them to do that.
And a lot of the Airbnbs, vacation homes, people are allowing them to use those.
oh, that's nice.
I'm sure they could probably write it off at the end or something, but and they're telling people if you had vacations planned to go there, please don't come because
Yeah,
all the hotels are full.
A friend of mine did. He just canceled it. He says no.
yeah,
Yeah, they were even saying that either make other plans, or if you wanted to, the money you were going to spend, just donate it.
Yeah. Yeah, Julie, you were going to become that flight attendant. We were going to fly all over the place with you.
We were, weren't we? Well, I've got another one. I got another interview
Yeah,
thing I'm
now.
going to.
well, good.
So, yeah, that one's an inch. That was.
And I'm just teasing you, but
I know you are. Hi,
Hi,
June.
June.
Yeah, it was funny though. It was hysterical. It was just too funny. I got there on Monday. It landed at 4 o'clock. Here's all this luggage, and it's heavy. And Rita, you know how tiny I am. Here's all this luggage, and I'm bringing it, and I'm like, oh my god. So I get there, I dressed to the nines, makeup on, believe it or not, and everything. I go into class, and they said the first thing we're gonna do is measure everybody, and I'm like, oh snap. So okay, going through, there's 58 of us, right? And we have to go by little, what they call pods, each of us, right?
You didn't have to fill out no paperwork or nothing before you went with your weight and your height and.
Mine was virtual. They asked
Oh.
me questions and stuff that was
They
Oh.
should have asked you that.
I know you were the tiniest person there. Was you the only person that had to leave? Yeah.
They should have told by your voice how tiny you are.
But they but what they were looking at is my experience. So I get
Yeah.
there and everybody's going through and they got this yellow tape and it's from 5 foot on. The brown is underneath, which is the door, right? And this woman, I mean, she could have done it differently, but I'm very thick skinned. I'm not thin skinned. Very thick skinned, and I get up there and she goes, "Oh, you're underneath the yellow. You're 4'11". And I'm like, "Can I do this again?" I do it again. She said, no, you're 4'11" and a half. Like, what the hell? I'm in my stocking feet. What flight attendants are walking around in their stocking feet? She said, this is how fast it happened.
You
She
should have
said,
worn high heels.
you can't. You have to be in your stocking feet.
Oh my gosh.
So
How were you a policeman being that short?
how was I?
Yeah.
I was great. I was a
mean,
very
No,
they
good
didn't
officer.
have. I think what she
There's-
means they didn't have requirements.
There was no height requirement there. So anyway, I mean, look at these police officers that weigh 300 pounds and they're 5'9". You know, come
Yeah.
on, they shouldn't be on the job. But anyway, so she says to me, "This is how fast it happened." She says to me, give me your number, your cell phone number, and an Uber's gonna come and pick you up." I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting there, and then she's already humiliated me in front of everybody, which I could care less. So everybody's sitting in there. She says, "Go and get your stuff." There's 58 of us here. I get my stuff, and I have to walk out in front of everybody, sit there waiting as these people are going out to get their pictures taken for their IDs. So then she goes, "Your Uber's here." I'm like, "You're an idiot. There should be different ways to handle this." So I get an Uber, and she said, "You'll have a flight back either late tonight or tomorrow afternoon." Now, that was 9:15. At 11 o'clock, I had an email. My flight was going to leave at 4:30 at their time. I had to ride back in Chicago at 9. They don't play around. They do that to a lot of people.
God, that would have saved so much time. It should have had height requirements and weight requirements.
You never did the airline. Now you got to tell us which one it was. Now
It was SkyWest. It was SkyWest.
Not
But
that
you
it
know
makes
what?
a difference,
But you know,
yeah.
it's
never heard of
reach.
that one.
It's your reach. It is your reach. That's what it is, your reach. Because I have a real one, and it was funny. It was it was SkyWest. They fly.
You wouldn't be able to help
American-
keep baggages up on top.
Yes, I could, because when I flew in on a 737, United Airlines, and I had on 1-inch gym shoes. The gym shoes I had on that picture, Rita. I had those. No, I didn't. I'm so sorry. I had 1-inch heel, little flats on. Where are they? But anyway, and I was able to put my stuff in my overhead.
She sent me a picture of herself, her little old tiny self.
And I could close the thing, and I wasn't on my heel. I wasn't on my toes.
Yeah.
So it is what, and there's 4'11" SkyWest flight attendants. It's just depends on who's
I remember when the flight attendants used to have to be perfect bodies, perfect height, perfect, beautiful.
Yeah, they used to have you can only weigh between this number and this number.
I think it was like 5'5", 130 is what it was years and years ago when they were stewardess. Yeah. But these girls were not little. I don't mean they were. You have to just be able to fit through the aisles, and they could. And you had to be able to sit in the jump seat and pull your, Now I'm 4'11". I'm 115 pounds. So that was no problem for me. But I'll be good with this other one. I'm going to. But they fly for American Eagle, American, United Express, Alaskan Airlines.
So you're going to still try to be a stewardess? You're still going to do that?
Yeah, I've got another one. I'm probably going to make this one. And Delta Connection. These people, the one I'm going to now is more concerned about the reach. And you have to have a 68-inch reach. That's nothing. 5 foot is 6. I can do that.
You might want to ask them what's the weight and the height
before you
can't. You can't do that anymore. You can't. You can for the height, yeah. But most of them it is the reach. But they're like, but you can't. You can't discriminate or whatever. It's just this. This is a world. This is such a Sioux world now these days. You have to be very careful. And why do I have to be, real tiny and be a flight attendant? And I can do this, and they can't. You know what I mean? It's just a Sioux world. So.
Well, I do remember at my work when they were interviewing for new people, we wanted to say to them, well, ask them how many kids they got. Are they going to be able to take call? You work in a hospital, you got to do it. and they said we can't ask like how many children you have. We can't ask that.
Right. I'll be fine. I'm going with another one. And what it is this other one was Mexico, Canada, and a lot of places in the US. This one that I'm going to now is going to just be flying with American Eagle, and it's the 50-seater plane. And they have 2 places in Canada, and the rest is the United States. So I won't be out of town a lot. I'll basically be in Chicago most of the time.
Well,
So
be
that'll work
good.
out. So that's what happened, guys. It was funny, but it was a free trip and a free. Did you like my pictures I sent Rita of the background of the mountains?
Yeah, that was
The
nice.
mountains were beautiful. Mountains were beautiful,
Mm.
but it was
And where
funny.
did you go to?
I was in Utah. I was in Salt Lake City, Utah,
Oh,
for
okay.
less than 24 hours.
2 hours.
And what did you do with all the food you packed? Have you ate all your food?
Oh my god! Do you know what I did? I bought them. Okay, I used the mayonnaise and the relish. I couldn't go bring that home. I put it in the fridge because they had a fridge. So I just kept that in the fridge with a note. There's mayonnaise and relish in here. You know, it needs to be taken out. But the rest of the stuff I put back in my suitcase.
Oh,
But it worked out good. It worked out
Just
for the
save
best.
it for another trip.
you
Yeah,
you
right?
you got a story to tell now. Anyway, interesting one.
It's
You
hysterical.
have
It's
to
too
laugh
funny.
about it.
It is funny.
Yeah.
It really didn't bother me. I wasn't
Have to
upset or
see the
anything. I thought it
humor
was
in it.
funny. Because I'm like, hey, that's on them. I got a free trip. I got a free 24 less than 24
Yeah.
hours in a motel.
It
And
probably felt worse for you than you felt for yourself, probably.
Yeah. We did.
oh, I know you guys did. I know you
Yeah,
guys did. And I appreciate.
Rita was telling us about that. I'm like, what?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. I was shocked.
That's ridiculous.
I'm like,
I was an inch,
really?
then I was a half an inch, and I'm like, what?
And they flied her all the way out there.
Wasn't that something? That was pretty good. That's what it got.
Sarah says, "Well, I have to go. We're going to bring my parents some dinner, so my mom doesn't have to cook. We'll all be taking turns so that she doesn't have to cook at all anymore."
Oh, that's very
That's
nice.
nice.
Yeah, her mom's been real
Is she
sick.
ill? Is she ill? Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
wasn't wanna-
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sarah.
Prayers will be with you.
Yeah, we
Yes.
told her we were praying for her.
Yes, we will.
I mean, the way I understand, her mother's terminal. I think is in.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's
Oh,
the
I was
impression
unaware.
got. Yeah.
And she's got other siblings. I mean, she has brothers and sisters that help her too.
Yeah, because she said her.
I don't know.
We'll all be
She's-
taking turns.
She's
So
going to be taking turns. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
so they must be.
Yeah, that's good. I'm an only child. So, yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Hey, you were perfect too when you were born. My mom used to tell me the reason she didn't
I
have
guess I
more
was.
kids, I was perfect.
That's what I tell people with my son. People ask me, say, Julie, why didn't you have more kids? I says, you know why? Because he's perfect and I'm not going to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm an
I've
only
got-
child, but
Me too.
I do have a half brother because my mom.
I've got
Okay.
some friends that said that if their second child had been born first, that they would have only had an only child.
That's funny. That's
But my
She's
mom
so
almost
hyper
died
and
of
on the go all the
childbirth,
time, where the other one was quiet and laid back and reserved.
uh-huh.
And
That's funny.
so I've known several people to say that.
Right. Yeah.
That one's a little bit bigger because I made the cord a little bit longer.
Very nice. You know, nowadays with children, it's expensive if you want to, back when we were growing up and stuff, it was nothing for somebody to have, six children in the family,
I
5 or
know.
whatever. But nowadays,
You don't see very
No.
many large families.
no, because it's expensive if you want to bring them up properly. There's some
Yeah,
people that whatever.
My husband is from a family of 7 kids.
Mhm.
They're Catholic, and then he had
Yeah.
an aunt that had 13, and another
Mhm.
aunt was a nun. So I guess that balanced everything out.
Yeah. We have a neighbor here. He's a fireman. They've got what, 12?
Lord
12?
help me if I had that many.
that's a
They'd
lot.
be put me in the insane asylum.
Oh God.
There are several of these homesteaders on YouTube and stuff.
They do
One of them
that.
that have a whole bunch of kids, and the one I was just flipping through finding Rita, and she was showing. I didn't go into the whole thing, but she was in labor, still doing her canning and cooking and stuff, and then went into the bedroom
That
and had the baby.
Farmstead. That's Farmstead on Boone.
Yeah,
That was baby number 8.
yeah. What was it?
I'm not gonna have my baby at home. I'm
Sid.
in my
Sebet-
Huh?
or something like
Some
that.
people don't believe in birth control.
Yeah. I read
Catholics.
a story one time, and this lady talked about all these kids she had. And if she's in the kitchen and she was like frustrated and kids were bothering her and screaming and all that, she would always put the apron over her head. And she would just be, praying for patience. And these kids
I used to go
knew
in the
if
closet and
mom
cry.
had the apron over her head, you do not bother her.
Huh.
Really?
I probably would have went outside and screamed to the top of my lungs.
I wouldn't have had that
Some-
many kids. I wouldn't have had that
feel
many
like
kids
doing
to
that
begin with.
now.
Well, like I remember going to the bathroom just to get away from my kids because afraid I might, hurt them or yell at them or something, because.
Well, you never
had
yelled at them.
two-
You had to yell at them a little bit.
Yeah, I
We
had
had
two that
to.
were 15 months apart. So there was a short window. I had 2 in diapers, 2 in bottles.
Oh wow.
And this is when we didn't have a dryer. Then we hung all the diapers outside on the line.
Yeah.
So it was kind of hard for a while.
Oh, I'm
Y'all
sure.
were talking about that the other day in the winter and stuff about having to hang clothes in the house. I was trying to comment. I don't know if it ever went through or not, but when I had my youngest one, we lived in Connecticut, and it only had a wash machine. It didn't have a dryer. So the entryway had sort of long enough that I could go back and forth with clothesline in the entryway. And
Yeah.
the landlord came one day of all days, and here he had to walk through the diapers hanging in the hallway.
Pam,
But
Linda's
if you
asked
hang
this,
up a diaper, it'd be frozen solid.
Linda's asked this question 2 or 3 times, and I've not ever answered her. But you want to know about that thread from Temu? Was it cotton? Because she could not find it on the website.
No, it is not cotton. And they do have some cotton, but nearly everything they have is polyester. But the only reason I went ahead and bought it is because I do other sewing too. But some of the quilting shows are saying that they use polyester or cotton nowadays because the cotton isn't like the old cotton. Excuse me. Well, the old cotton isn't like the old cotton was, and the polyester isn't like the other polyester used to be. It's you just use one or use the other.
That makes sense.
You know, used to they said that the polyester used to cut through the cotton fabric, but it doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Wow.
But no, I was really hesitant, and I thought, and after watching that lady talking about the different fabrics and stuff, threads, I thought, well, I'll just get it then. Just like these things I'm making now, it doesn't make any difference if it's polyester or cotton.
Yeah, I think it depends on what you're sewing. And I do know whatever brand of thread Hobby Lobby has. I bought a little one time. It had so
Sewology.
much lint, it was ridiculous.
They sell Sewology.
Yeah, that's Sewology. I will not ever use that again. It was like,
And they got Guterman too, I think.
Look like you will.
100% cotton.
I've always, all my life, I guess,
Well,
because
she's been walking ever since she's been gone.
I've always used coats.
Have you?
Yeah, coats and
It
cords,
wasn't
yes.
a big thing about different threads in my time of growing up and sewing. You just went and got. Of course, I wasn't a quilter. I made clothes.
Yeah, I've got a jar that they were my grandma's threads, and they're all Coats and Clark.
Yeah.
Took
I've
it off
got a
of
few
me.
in there that say
Wouldn't-
TG and Y on them.
Well, see,
That were
I
mine.
had.
Gold.
I use these, and I put the different colors are broke out, so that I have a drawer down here. It's like a file drawer, so it holds a lot. And like I put different colors in certain ones, but and cottons, cottons come in a different color spool.
Yeah.
So I put the cottons. And this is Gutermann on that.
I like that thread, but it's
The
so
variegated.
expensive.
Someone
Yeah,
told me
well,
that
this was on
Gutermann had a
sale.
lot of it shed a lot, but I don't know because I've never used it.
Yeah, well, I haven't gotten into all the fancy stuff. Now I do go occasionally and buy the big rolls at Sew World here in town, and because usually he'll only charge me a couple dollars off of what's on there, and so for $16 or $14, depending on what he charges me that day, I can get a big roll of what's the A one?
Orfeel.
Orfil.
Yeah, but I really like it. I think
Oh,
Orfeel
Kathy.
is really strong.
And then on my bobbins, so I don't get confused, cotton
Judy
bobbins
left.
are on colored bobbins.
Uh-huh.
And if it's a clear bobbin, it's polyester.
About
Yeah.
the time Kathy said she was glad to see Julie, Julie popped away.
Did
Did
she?
you see that?
Did she
maybe she'll be
leave or is she
back,
coming
you
back?
know.
I don't know. Probably an
Yeah.
accident. Yeah. Hi, Julie. Glad to see you. Whoop, and she's gone.
Most
I
of
got
my
one.
stuff I have in here come from Goodwill or somewhere like that. I'll find cabinets at Manor House or Goodwill or something, or shelving. This sewing table that's got the little drop down, I got it at a place called Hope Chest for $25, and I love it. It's a regular sewing table,
Yeah.
but just it's all mixed match of stuff in here. It needs to finish being cleaned up, but organized.
Let's don't talk
There-
about cleaning up. My sewing room's a mess.
I've been working on mine.
Oh, you can see the mountain over here.
And
I need
did
to work
have
on
this
mine.
one, I bought some on So Yeah when they were kind of
Come back.
marked theirs down.
There
on the
she
jelly
is.
Rolls. And I was going to put it with the other one, and now I can't find it anywhere. But I know it is somewhere in my sewing room or a cabinet or here or there, where all my sewing stuff is. But I haven't found it yet, but I know it's there. It'll turn up
Oh,
one
yeah.
day.
I just got this little thing too from them in this last order. It's got the foot with it. So when you're quilting, you just slide it over. And what else did I get? I got some pins to write on the fabric, but it writes in white.
Yeah, I need to get some of those.
I got the one where it's one pin and you get a lot of refills, and it's
Right.
all different. Mine's all different colors. I think they must have sold out of that because I bought 2 packs of that. But it's heat resistant. I mean, you put it on there, and just as soon as you touch it with the heat, it's gone.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, this is so if you want to sign the quilt or something and it's dark, instead of using a
Yeah.
black marker.
Hmm.
And
Oops, sorry.
I'm trying to think what else. I've gotten quite a bit of stuff actually from them. I've only been disappointed with a couple things. I want to start doing mixed media.
I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to go. I gotta go help John do something.
Okay.
Okay.
We've been on here about an hour, so I'm gonna get off here in a minute too.
Okay,
So
Francis, take care
You're
of
not
yourself.
gonna do it tonight since you did it today.
not. I fall asleep anymore nights.
Okay. Well, because I like last night, I knew you weren't gonna come on, so I went to bed.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't need to keep us all up so late. And myself, I need to sleep too. I'm
Yeah, because you get up early too.
do. Well,
Yep. All right. Bye.
Just
Love
get up
y'all.
when I wake
Glad
up.
to see you, Julie.
Bye,
Glad to see
Francis.
you.
Good to see you
Bye.
too, Francis.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
ladies, y'all ready to call it afternoon?
Yeah, I'm going to
Sounds good to
start. Now that
me.
I'm feeling better, I'm going to try to start coming on as I'm sewing stuff. So if
Okay.
you see me there, join me.
Okay. We'll do
That
that.
sounds
Right.
good.
All right. Bye-bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye, Pam. Sheila, what are you going to do for the rest of the day?
What'd you say?
What are you going to do for the rest of the day?
I probably need to go in my sewing room and do some more sewing that I don't want to do. I'm wrestling with this quilt. I've got 10 more blocks. I'm doing Stitch in the Ditch, but it's like a beehive uh, type block, but it's got all these little strips on it, and each of these strips have to have sewed down the left and the right side of each strip. So it takes a while.
Okay.
I have to do that. Let me show you something I pulled out that I think is going to be my next project I want to do.
Okay.
Let me get it.
Had to find my plugger upper in a minute. My battery, it was full when I started an hour ago. I don't think it's going to go too long.
This is my pattern.
Oh,
I
I
bought it
like that.
a year ago. And here's some of my fabrics.
Make you bigger so we can sit.
I'll do. Okay, here's two.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of looks like paint splattered or something.
Uh-huh.
Reminds me of it.
Is it got a little sparkle to it? Just a little bit? No?
No, not
No.
sparkle.
Okay.
It's specks,
Okay, specs. Okay.
I'd say.
Huh?
And then these two.
Yeah.
Those two. And this is fairy dust.
Yeah.
And I'll show you the back of
Barbara
it.
answered you.
There's the back of it. Hi, Rowena.
Hi. Is that a
Ooh,
is that
I
a
like
layer? Is that a
it.
layer cake?
It's fairy dust.
Oh, that's pretty.
It is
Let
pretty.
me show you my others, Rowena, because you just got here. I don't think you saw them.
That
Those.
got specks in it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Is that blue?
It's a dark green.
Oh, green.
Then there's these two.
Oh, that's pretty. What you gonna make?
Those two. And this is the pattern
Oh, I like stars. I love
called Star
stars.
Pop.
That's pretty.
But I like it because this pattern on the back,
Yep.
it has all the
Different
different
sizes.
sizes of how
Uh-huh.
much you need for each one.
And
That's
it
pretty
and
good.
it takes a layer cake, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So where'd you get that at? Ordered it?
Actually bought it at the So Yeah Quilt Shop in Las
Oh,
Vegas when I was there last October.
yeah.
But
That's
I keep
nice.
looking at it and I'm like, I just need to get this made.
Yeah.
So, okay, you can make me little. My little.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love
Okay.
pre-cuts.
Did
But
you find that pattern, Rowena? Because I don't think I ever posted the
I
link for you.
I
But
I did. I don't know. I went on to it and I couldn't print it for some reason.
I
But
printed the altar one. I found it on the internet
you um
and printed it.
I saw a few of them, but I could get into the website, but I couldn't print it.
Let me go get the paperwork and see what website it was.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Go
that'll
ahead.
help you.
this is some of the pages. This is the one that I printed out. That's just the.
Just like I was getting a pen.
And there was two different ones if you did the search for that name, but
Let me.
well, that's just part of it.
Yeah, I saw that one. For some
Okay.
reason, I couldn't print it. Well, I need to go up. I think probably because I was on my iPad or something. Because I need
Hey,
to go on the
mine's on 2
computer and do it.
pages. This is what the first one looks like. Looks like that.
I think I saw that one too. I saw the one that Rita's got.
I,
Yeah, I saw
Let me
that
see
one too.
yours, Rita.
well, I did. Well, this is
Yeah.
just part of it. I did this one.
I saw that one.
I saw that was fabric something, but I never could get to where the pattern was
I couldn't either.
because there was all this other crap, in between
I
it.
mean, and it probably wasn't the best directions, but it's the one I'm using anyway. But
Yeah, but doesn't this pattern look like yours?
it does, yeah.
Yeah,
It does.
That's the
I
same.
did. I did figure it out.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Okay, this was at Quilters. It's got after Quilters, all one word, CACHE.
Quilters
Yeah.
cash or
Cash.
cash.
Well, it's CACHE and Quilters in front of it.
I did figure it out
.com.
though, because I was doing some half square triangles, half square triangles, and I also had some 4 patches. And they were the right size. I put it together. I figured it out.
Okay.
Did
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Yeah. It was easy to figure out. After I just looked at the picture that you have.
But I got one question, Rita, when we're talking about this. Because on here it says, like, start by cutting the color 3 7/8 by 7 3/4. Are you doing that, or are you going with whole numbers? Like, say 4 and 8.
I was doing well. Actually, I've been taking some 10-inch squares and making them corners to make these pieces.
Like cutting them in half.
Well, I did some of them that way, but then I found out if I sewed them those 2 pieces and then cut them into 8, I'll come up with 8 of them.
Yeah, see this here, it's like cutting those,
Mm-hmm.
and I like that method of
I do
doing
too.
those. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's quick.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
but
I've
when
been
patterns
using
have, like,
directions and simplified it
when
too.
they
So.
have like
You sew the
7
strips.
3/8 or like that, I just do 4.
No,
I
I do
don't
too.
mess with that because
I do too.
it's too hard to count each one.
Yeah.
Make sure you got it all.
I just make them
down.
bigger and trim them down.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's the reason you buy them fancy triangles so you tools so you can cut them down.
Yeah.
is that one of those slot something?
Well, I have the slot one, but I use the block lock.
Yeah, that's it. Block lock. I've
Yeah.
never gotten into that.
I like this one. I've got the other ones and bought the other ones first, and then I switched to this one. So
I bought that Tucker trimmer a long time ago, and I thought, I'm not buying any more rulers. I'm just going to use it. So,
and I don't even know what that one is. I don't have that one that you're talking about.
it's I was going to say, but yeah, I figured it out.
These are just like, half square triangles and 4 squares.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of like the Jacob's ladder thing.
Yeah.
That's what I told her. The center of it reminded me of Jacob's ladder.
Mm-hmm.
They got the half square triangles on each end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those 4 squares, doing it with that straight, and then just cutting them. That's a lot to me.
Yeah.
I hadn't done that way until I got the Jacob's ladder.
Mm-hmm.
But it's works.
What'd
It's
you do?
much faster for me.
Sew the strips together and then cut them.
Cut 'em.
Mm-hmm.
I like it that way. Yeah.
But I've been using some scraps too, so I've actually been doing both ways, depending on how big the scrap is. Yeah.
So are you making them all from one fabric, Rita, or are you getting scrap?
I've got that fabric collection, so that one I did like that, but then I've been changing them up. Can you see?
Oh yeah, I like that.
I like that.
I like them both ways, but I think
you
this
actually could do scraps that way,
Yeah.
because they're such small pieces that.
that
I
one.
like those. But
Well, it's 101 right now.
It's all
here.
from the same fabric line.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There's a quilt shop. It's about 25 minutes from me, but she's a small shop, and she's going on YouTube every Wednesday at 9 a.m. like Central Standard Time. And she kind of has this and that. Well, she had some new Christmas fabric, and she was selling it for $15 a yard. but she had just got it because she was taking the cellophane and all that off of it. So I'm like, man, $15 a yard.
$15 a yard.
I'm glad I've got a good stash.
Yeah, yeah.
I do too.
Here lately, everything I buy is on them daily specials or those flash sales.
I
and
keep
stuff
looking
like
at
that.
those daily specials like on Fat Quarter, and I haven't found anything that I really wanted.
Well, I know what you're saying, but every once in a while they'll have one. A few days ago they had some nice ones, I thought, but I didn't buy them. I'm trying to really love it before I get it.
Oh, I've spent enough this past week on that I don't need to buy any for a good month or so.
Put it in your cart
Yeah.
and then leave it there. Think about it. Then you go back.
Yeah.
But when they
Yeah,
got
every
jelly
time I go
rolls,
back the next day, well, what's up here? What did I put in there? So,
but when they got had like jelly rolls for $35, and they're $40 and $45 in the gift shop. I mean,
I know.
I can't turn that down.
Have you ever bought anything from Connecting Threads?
I have.
They're a little cheaper.
I
Yeah.
think I have once or twice.
Mhm.
But I just love Moda. I'm so in
I do
love
too.
with Moda fabric.
That's my favorite. I do too.
Now, there's a lady, Sew the Distance. That's her name. I just happened to watch her the other day. She did a quilt out of a designer, like say like Bonnie and Camille, something like that. And she did one. Well, her and her son went because she said her son's good at selecting colors, what goes. And so they got all these fabrics, and she was making the same pattern out of it to show that you still could make and trying to get similar colors, But one thing she pointed out was a good point. She bought some gingham, but she decided not to use it because when she sewed on it, the little squares are not straight across. So when she sewed on it where she needed to be, it didn't look right because you could tell that the little squares weren't in line. And she said it was the way it was printed.
Mhm.
And that's because it's, with a cheaper fabric did that.
Mhm.
Moda
But
fabric.
I thought that was a real good point.
Moda fabric is real soft, and you can tell the difference.
It's just, and it's not see-through, and it doesn't raffle on. And I just like the quality of it. I mean, but someone said one time, if you're going to go to the trouble, say like make a big quilt, and all that time you put in it, you want to have good quality stuff in it, So
I personally don't care for Joann's fabrics.
I don't buy fabrics there. I stick with better quality, most of the time. I think I did buy something there when I was doing, mask.
I've got some from Hobby Lobby.
But yeah, and I bought a few things from Hobby Lobby, yeah. But I did find out, like say Kaufman or this name, there's certain fabrics that they do make for Joann's, and then another quality of fabric they make for quilt shops.
Did not know that.
Say,
I didn't know that.
You can, this is, this designer and this at Joann's, but it's not the same quality. Someone told me one time.
Patty said Patchwork Square has a block called Steps to the Altar.
I figured it out, but I did like you, Sheila. I didn't do the 3 7/8. I went bigger.
Yeah, I'm like, no. Why would they even do that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Give me a headache.
I don't know.
Yeah, because she said make a 3 7/8, 7 3/4 strip into 2 3 7/8 squares. Just make it a 4-inch.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it simple.
I'd rather have room to trim it down.
Yeah.
In case it gets wonky.
These pieces I brought over here don't even have the cutting directions. They've just got the pictures. But it was a lot of pages not to say them on no more than what it.
Oh, one of them was going to be like 7 pages.
This
but it had all this other
was 13, so
I thought that one was. I'm like, no, I just want the pattern. I don't want all this other garbage.
All the pictures that come with it, I suppose.
Yes. I get
But I think
aggravated
this
sometimes.
was
trying to
somebody's
find
blog or
refill
whatever. I
blocks.
think.
Yeah. Well, I think it
It's
was.
like that.
I did. I might not print it since I've already figured it out anyway. So
Yeah.
write them down by hand.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I got a block from Patty G today.
Oh, let me see.
Okay, yeah.
I got one from who did I get one from yesterday?
And I got one to show you too, Marina.
Who'd you get yours from? Oh yeah, I got that one yesterday.
Beth.
Yeah.
And I love the fabric.
I haven't gotten that one yet either. Still hadn't got Peggy's.
See the scissors on there
Yeah. Yeah.
and the
You
tape.
haven't got Peggy's yet?
No.
Oh wow.
She's still. I don't think she's going to get that one.
Here's the one I got.
Oh, I haven't seen
Oh,
that one. Who
let's
was
see.
that from?
Patty G.
Oh, how it's colorful.
I'll have to look
Yeah.
at my list. I don't know if I've got hers yet or not.
Yep.
That's pretty. I like all the colors in it.
Yeah. It's bright.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So getting down to the wire. Getting close
It
to
is.
the end.
It
Yeah.
is.
Now, on
We're
the
gonna have withdrawals.
on the chicken coop swap, Peggy was showing hers that she had, done the sashing on them and wrote the names
saw
on them and all that, and had sewed them together.
You're right, Rita. We're gonna have to draw names and send a little homemade gift to each
That
other.
would be kind of fun, wouldn't it?
I would
That
love
would be cute to do that,
Yeah, for the last time, so
because you get it, you get to where you expect to get one in the mail, every few days.
Yeah.
And then you
My
don't
husband-
get one.
my
and
husband said, "You
it's
got
a
a block, you
letdown.
got a block."
We're gonna have
I
happy
only
mail
got one in
withdrawal.
several days, though. Maybe before Christmas we could do some kind of little swap. No, I don't have it would be a surprise because the way it would be, you'd have to know whose name you had.
Yeah,
But-
sure, you would.
Unless one person
Uh,
drew names for other people and only one person
for
would know
everybody
it.
else, just designate one person.
I volunteered to draw.
It's an idea, so she has to do it.
It's your idea. You do this one. You
Yeah, I thought
I'm not good at organizing nothing. I'm not.
I'm not either.
I'm not either.
That's the reason that Peggy Lynn is doing this chicken coop swap. She's the one that named it, and it was her idea and everything.
I heard you mention it earlier when I was listening. That something about drawing names. So I thought that's a good idea.
I
decided
give it
not to
stuff.
do
I could
the,
send y'all blackberry jelly too, couldn't I?
I'm not going to do the fruit
Yeah, you
and
can say whatever you
vegetables.
want. Homemade something homemade or not,
Rowena, are you going to do the fruit and vegetable one?
Me?
Uh-huh.
No, I'm gonna skip that one.
I'm not either. I'm going to
No.
skip that one.
Mm-mm.
Don't want to hurt
It may
Peggy's
be
feelings, but I
selfish.
just don't want to do another
I
one yet.
really don't want a fruit and vegetable quilt. I mean, like, what am I going to do with that? I mean, really. I mean, it's a cute idea.
Mhm.
Don't get me
For spring.
wrong, and I'm glad that she's doing it.
For spring,
coming
yeah.
up with something. But it's just not something I want to invest my time and money.
Oh
in.
yeah, the fun with this one is all the blocks were quilt
Different.
blocks.
And
Yeah,
you know,
and
I
You
have
wanna do
never
as long as
had
they're
a
the same
sample
size.
quilt. Never.
all the same size. Yeah.
And so that's the great thing about it, know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now I can say I got a sampler quilt from all my friends. you
Yeah.
know.
Then the next time though, it'd be nice if each person would write their name on it, put their
True, that's
signature.
true.
on the block.
Are you
And
gonna
then,
are you gonna write names on? Because I've been keeping track of who sent what.
I'm writing names on the little piece at the bottom of the blocks. What I'm doing
The sashing.
at the bottom. My
Yeah, I
handwriting's
thought about
pretty,
on the
but I'm still
sashing,
documenting it that way.
writing it.
My husband's got good handwriting. I'll have him to do it. He's got better handwriting than I do. For a guy.
Just the name and the city and state's what I'm putting.
Yeah. He'd do it. He'd do it for me. He goes to the quilt shops with me, and I get his opinion on what matches what and what colors go with together, and
Uh-huh.
So
The last time Terry
I don't
went
have
to the-
anybody to do that.
the last time Terry went with me, I think he sat in the truck and waited on me. That's been 2 years ago. It's been a while. So.
my
My
sister-in-law
son's like,
said it.
oh, he'll say, oh, that's nice or that's pretty, but he's just
Yeah.
whatever, you know. He don't
My
care.
sister-in-law sent me a cartoon, a joke. It had a picture of a quilt shop. It said quilt shop above the door, and it had a picture of a skeleton sitting in a rocking chair outside the quilt shop, and it said, "I'm waiting on my wife. She's shopping for fabric."
Yeah.
But it don't take me long to see what I like, though. I mean,
It takes me a while, especially if I'm trying to match something.
yeah.
couple
Well, see,
colors
that's where I
together.
get Brenda to tell me, and she knows where everything is, and she just
Yeah.
I like to go to the quilt shops because they have all the fabric that matches together usually.
Yeah,
That coordinates together.
yeah.
You don't have to hunt around for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to make my sisters. I'd like to make my sisters a quilt, and so I'm gonna try doing that. I'm trying to get everything done that I've already started and didn't finish.
That's what I'm working on too. That's why that quilt in there, I've got to get back on it. I'm trying to also work on projects I've started. I want to finish. I probably got about 6, I'd say.
Yeah. But then
And
you see a new block or a new pattern, and
I
you
know,
just
like that one.
see what it's going to look like, at least a block or two.
I've got one I just finished. It was a quilt kit that Stephanie Stitches did, but I've got to get backing for it.
Yeah.
I was going to have the quilter quilt it for me, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about my embroidery machine, and I decided just to ride it. It would take forever.
I thought the embroidery too, but it's like I think I'm going to go do what you did and just write it. It's quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought about trying. I don't know. I may do a test and do it on a piece of fabric, because my machine I can put in, like, say, Rita's Roost, and I can put your city and state, that's what I can have my sewing machine do it.
Yeah.
That might take a long time.
See, that's what I was thinking, letting my sewing machine do it.
To do that many. But it's not going to be like real big letters either. But maybe if I did it in black or something, they could see it. What kind of machine do you have, Rowena?
Brother. Yeah.
Well, I had trouble with my Bernina yesterday, but that thing is really sensitive. And I got to looking up, had to get the manual out because it said something about the hard drive, something failed, restart. And I kept doing that 4 or 5 times, and it kept giving me the same signal on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally looked it up on YouTube, and one person was talking about that error. And it said it's so sensitive, there's probably a little piece of thread somewhere. Because I took the bobbin out, I took the hook out, I rethreaded, I changed the needle, I did everything. And there was a tiny piece of thread.
Uh-huh.
And I took that out, put it back together, and it is so fine since then. So
I had to turn on the fan. It's hot in here. 90 today.
It's going to be hot here all week,
Yeah. Supposed to be 98 here tomorrow, 98, I think.
Either you got hot, temperatures, or you got lots of rain, or you got floods wherever you go in the U.S. So take your pick.
It's really not supposed to last long. It's supposed to be today's Wednesday, Thursday's supposed to be hot, and then over the weekend it's supposed to be back in the 70s. So.
She's thinking of doing a
quilt as you go.
I've never done quilt as you
I
go.
haven't either. She's gonna get a queen size when finished. What kind of stashing you using? One color, different colors?
I was going to wait till I get all of my blocks,
and
then kind of look at it and take a picture of them, and maybe that would help me decide what color to go with.
Rita, you've already started your stashing, haven't you?
I put a yellow sashing. I'm not sure about the cornerstone yet. I want a different color for the cornerstone.
Would you do 2.5 inches?
I think so. It's been. Let me get one.
Yeah, I thought about doing 2.5
Mm-hmm. I did too.
inches
And
and
what
go,
kind?
throw it all the way around. I was thinking maybe some kind of floral,
Oh yeah.
little tiny print or something.
I put Rowena's up here. See?
Oh no. Oh yeah, that looks good. The yellow
And then I'll put the and then I'll put it the rest of the way around, and then cornerstone.
cornerstone. Yeah.
And then there's like Francis.
Oh, that looks good. So what kind of markers did you get? Just the fabric markers?
Yeah, it's fabric marker.
So-
I ordered them off
When
Amazon.
you do the cornerstone, where will that go on the corner of the sashing or what?
Down that side did
Yeah, I'll
on the side.
put another yellow piece and then a corner down here.
And each corner will have a cornerstone.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with mine. I just don't know what color that's gonna be yet. It'll be a bolder, brighter color than the yellow, but
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
maybe a red. I don't know.
I was thinking about doing some kind of little print, maybe with a white or cream background.
Hello, Peggy. Peggy's
Some kind of
here
little,
now.
like the 30s reproduction
Oh yeah.
type
Mhm.
stuff, something like that, or a Lori Holt one.
It's like something little
like
small print that
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I was kind of thinking about.
Yeah. I haven't decided yet. I'm waiting till I get all the blocks too.
Yeah, I think
haven't
that
ironed
way
any
I'd
of
have
them
a
yet.
better about it since I'm thinking on a print.
Yeah, it was
I've
fun.
got like white and I got cream because I usually buy them like when Soya has those 10 yards for $65. And so I have those that I could do. And I got black, but I don't want to do black.
And Linda says she's gonna do black.
So many colors I'm not but not sure. There's a lot of
She's gonna
colors in
do
it.
black. I really don't like sewing on black. I try to avoid it.
Then you gotta decide how to quilt it then. What kind of backing to get, how to quilt it.
Yeah.
And Peggy, and guess I'm jumping the gun. Most of hers are sewn together. I know you're just trying to beat everybody else.
She's an overachiever. That's okay.
We're gonna wait and see hers first before
Well,
we
you better get busy and make me another blog.
You didn't get her block.
No.
No, not
It's
yet.
like when I ordered that pin cushion from Patty G. It went. She lives in Indiana too. It left Indiana, went to Minnesota, went to St. Paul, Minneapolis, went to Indianapolis, which is like 2.5 hours from us, and then left and went to Minneapolis.
I've ordered something one time, and it went like to Denver.
Yeah.
Now I live in Oklahoma City, which is almost the center of the state. And it went to Denver, and then it went somewhere way south in Texas.
Yeah.
And then it came up to Oklahoma City. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
She had tracking on it, and I watched the tracking, and it said, it was in Indianapolis. I thought, okay, it would be delivered tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow never came. It went somewhere else.
Yeah. Maybe on the next one Peggy makes for you, she needs to get a tracking number on it.
She did have a tracking number on it
Oh, she did. Okay.
for my pin cushion.
the pin
Oh,
cushion.
no, I was talking about Peggy
Little block.
because she said she didn't track it.
Oh, the
one that
block.
she sent on the next one, because that's too much work and time to go into that to just lose it.
Oh yeah, because most of them were just nice blocks, but Peggy put a lot of work in hers.
Yeah. Work and time.
Custom made.
I know yours is pretty, but it didn't have as much work as Peggy's.
Because the applique is a lot more.
Yeah, mine didn't have as much as Peggy's either. So
it was like custom made. She was asking people what they wanted and everything.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't ask nobody.
I didn't either.
I didn't either. All y'all got chickens, and if you ain't got a chicken, then you ain't got mine yet. And I'll send another one.
tell her you don't have it yet. She'll send you another one. With a bonnet. With a bonnet.
A
If you
bonnet.
didn't get it, I'll send you another one.
Well, there's some extra around here, so I can do that.
Just
Oh my
joking.
gosh.
Hmm.
It's a mess.
But I hadn't heard anybody say they didn't get a chicken. So.
Yeah.
Michigan.
Right.
That messes me. Goes north to Michigan.
Went north to Michigan and back to Indiana. Yeah, it is crazy.
It's kind of crazy the way shipping's going, like say with UPS.
Well, people are having a hard time getting help too.
FedEx,
everywhere.
I don't understand why people don't want to work.
I don't know.
You
Once
know?
4 months for one of my
4
packages. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
To get to Nevada.
I would have already gave up on it
Oh yeah.
a few weeks. Yeah. June's got a chicken.
We sent our grandson something for his birthday one time, and he never. And they. Oh yeah, we got it. We got it back 8 months later.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Won't they just get lost somewhere or pushed aside or what?
Sits in a warehouse someplace for months.
Yeah, I don't know. Huh.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think everybody. I haven't heard anything about anybody not getting yours, Rita.
I was mad and reported him to Inspector General. It arrives 2 days after the report.
Yeah, they got on it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
But I mean, even if it went to someone else, don't you think they would turn in the post office and maybe they would send it on or send it back to the return address or something? I mean, it wouldn't just be like thrown away.
I don't know.
And yeah, you would think that if something got messed up, it'd be going back to Peggy, the one that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've had something, it was like return to sender because there wasn't a forwarding address. I've had that happen before.
Yeah.
But that's just crazy.
Hers usually gets stuck in Indianapolis. I could drive there and pick it up.
Oh my gosh, it had one of her paintings in it.
And a holster that she'd made out of leather.
Wow.
And
I'd be mad too. That wasn't.
Well, Peggy Lance, did they go through Indy when she sent them? Did they go through there, you think?
I don't know. She's close to Indy, isn't she?
And Sharon J. The strangest one I had was a package from one of the southeastern states, and the tracking showed it in Puerto Rico.
Now, one time, my son ordered some like tennis shoes, like for work, and I did it through my PayPal because he looked at it on Amazon, here, and they didn't come, and so I got to looking where it went, and they were sitting at some address in New York City. So I called PayPal and complained that I hadn't got it, and it, I live in Oklahoma, and it went to like New York City, and see my merchandise. Within 24 hours, that company had me a full refund. That's why I like to go through PayPal.
Yeah.
I do too.
So Peggy Lamb went to Paris to send them. They should have gone to Springfield.
Yeah, probably so.
There's problems everywhere with mail.
It's a wonder there hadn't been more of them been lost or tore up in the mail, though.
Or even our mailman delivering it to the house. He'd get the houses mixed up. We got neighbors next door, and they'd get ours. And my husband had medicine delivered. He gets his mail order medicine by mail order. And the woman over 2 blocks behind us, one that got it, and she said, "Come," delivered it to us and said, "I'm really sorry." She said, "I thought it was my medicine because she has mail order medicine too." And she said, "I laid it on
I
my
do
table,
too.
laid there for a couple of days. I realized it wasn't mine."
Yeah, mine comes through Express Scripts.
Uh-huh. Ours is Optum RX.
Now my shots I have to get myself. They come from FedEx, and they're like in a styrofoam box, and it's got these little packets that like keep it cold in there. But they notify me when it's going to arrive.
Yeah, Optum RX does too.
I guess because it has to be refrigerated.
Yeah. Yeah. But when it comes down to medicine and it's getting lost, or delivered to somebody else.
Yeah. That's really bad because they may be, waiting on it or so.
Yeah. And
mine, it takes about a week for me to get my medicine.
Yeah.
When it's like refilled.
Yeah. I get my mail order too.
Because, I found out if I do it like a 3 months supply of whatever medicine I'm on, if I do it on mail order like Express Scripts, it's cheaper than if I go to the pharmacy here.
Yeah. Mine is too. The one I get's free through Medicare.
Yeah, several of mine are, and then some they started charging a little.
Yeah.
I kind of noticed that.
2 packages going missing, and I'm still waiting.
Oh my gosh.
August 11th. She's still waiting.
That's a shame. If you're on these lives and you hadn't got my package, my block, you need to let me know because I've sent mine out a long time ago.
Yeah.
So.
I've gotten everybody so far, I think.
I think everybody's gotten mine.
I got it.
Oh.
I got yours.
Did you do any canning today, Rita?
I put okra up. Remember that okra I was telling you about?
Yeah.
I fried it and put it in the freezer. So that's what I did.
I have never put it in the freezer that way. I always put mine in a Ziploc bag, put some flour in it, shake it up, pour it out on a cookie sheet, put it in the freezer. And then once each of the little slices are frozen, I just put them in a big bag and then get out how much I want to cook.
But I fry mine first. I've told you I fry it first, and that way in the wintertime, I can put maybe just a tablespoon or 2 of oil in the skillet and just take out what we need. And
do you?
And I don't have to fry it again.
Yeah. I guess I do it that way because that's the way my mom did it. So
yeah.
Oh, Deb said she didn't get a block from you, Sheila.
Uh-oh.
Deb Somerville.
Uh-oh.
She should have. Let me write that down.
Because you sent yours out a month ago. Yeah.
I mean, you got it a good while ago.
I did. I got yours a long time ago.
Let me write her name down. I'll have to see if I got an extra one. If not, I'll make you one.
Peggy, we'll give it a few more days. It just hadn't come yet, and I'm just kind of teasing you about it not coming. But don't make another one yet. Let's give it a few more days.
She was teasing. She's not in the swamp.
Oh, girl, don't do that.
That's naughty.
That's a good one. I like that.
That's naughty.
You had Sheila always.
Oh my gosh. I have enough to worry about already. I'm telling you.
It's true.
Between my work, I'm having to go buy a dryer. My son's been sick.
She's on your list now, isn't she? Your naughty list.
Don't
She's
more
going
worry
to
to
get you for that, Deb. I don't know
I
how,
know
but she'll
it.
get you for that one. So
She didn't even look to see if he was on the list. She just started writing it down.
I'd already wrote it.
I would have been just like that because there's so many of us that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well, after
I
we
wouldn't even
got
looked
off
on the
there, I was
list. I
gonna
would
go
just
look at
wrote
my
it down.
list and see
Mhm.
the date
Center
I
one
sent it, what I
anyway.
was gonna do.
Oh,
You dirty rat. I
oh,
guess everybody needs to laugh every day, you know.
I took her seriously. I
I
didn't
did
think
too.
I
I
was
did
up there on the
too.
list.
That was a good one. I'm like,
Oh,
really? I
you
sent them all on the same day, all together.
you won't be able to pull that one again, Deb. Now we're on to you. So
Yeah,
that's
we'll be watching for you.
You use that one only one time.
Yeah.
oh, looky there. She's laughing so hard she's crying. Me
Glad you can hear me
too. I
laughing.
I had to wipe my eyes. It was so
Me
funny.
too.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Well, if you're ever on the block swap next time, you won't get one because of what you did.
Yeah.
oh.
Say nope, already sent hers. That was funny.
Deb, see, Deb, that was good. Yeah.
I thought she was serious.
I didn't remember doing one for
Check her list. Get everybody going.
Oh my gosh. Now everybody's gonna be going to
Oh,
the
now she
list,
says she
you
loves
know,
it. Loves you girls. Yeah, she's trying to
I
make up.
know.
She's
You
trying
know
to
if
make up.
if you love people, you can tease them more though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
good
That's what I've always told people.
fun. Yeah.
If
That
I didn't
was
like you, I
funny,
wouldn't
though.
tease you, right?
That's right.
That was funny.
You didn't think so at the time.
No, at the time, I was like, oh my gosh, she didn't get it, and everybody else has got theirs. I know
Oh,
that she must be thinking awful of me, you know. I'm like, oh,
That's
oh.
the laugh of the day.
Yeah,
Uh,
Deb, you're so bad.
She wouldn't try that on most channels.
Oh
You
man.
can't know everybody jokes, Yeah, we're gonna have fun.
well, I'm glad that our block swap has turned out as good as it has
Yeah.
been.
Yeah.
Because
Me
I have
too.
a friend that said she will never do another one again
Oh, really?
because she made everybody one, and I don't know how many was in it. I would say quite a few, and she only got 4 blocks. Is all that she got.
See, that's what
She said all
they
that
commit.
time
That
and money.
they commit
and she
to it,
used
and then
good
they do it.
fabric.
I expected it to go good, but I didn't set these real high expectations either. It was going to be what it was ever going to be, and it was good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but if you're not going to be committed, don't sign up for
don't
it.
sign up.
Yeah. If you're not going to do it, then don't say it. But I do understand, like, say, Julie, what happens. You
Right.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's something really that you just possibly can't get it done, but just
Yeah.
say, yeah, I'm going to do it. Oh, no, I changed my mind. Or,
But
or
she's
you
nice
just don't
enough.
let anybody know.
She was
Yeah.
nice enough. She sent everybody's back.
You know, that's not good, like what I call sewing etiquette.
No.
You just don't do that to people.
Yeah. Yeah, the only things I didn't want people judging the new ones that
Yeah. No.
that didn't want that. I didn't want any judgment on the blog. So
No.
Yeah.
I'm not. No.
And I enjoyed making them.
I did
It
too.
didn't take
Me
me that
too.
long because
Yeah, I'm
mine
still
wasn't all
making
that
chicken, so I like.
fancy or anything.
Then when
Yeah.
Rita found out she was putting bonnets on the others, let's just start all over again and send more.
But I didn't do that till too late, or I would have sent them out first.
I know.
No quilt, please. That's right.
She just made the mistake of showing it to us.
I didn't know she got one, and she got. I will be sending friends a different one. I didn't know that she got the one she got. That one was to be in my own quilt.
Oh, no. Oh,
I had to stop and read that kind of slow to see
yeah,
what.
me too.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you'll make sure you're not mixing the swap blocks up with one from your own one you're working on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, who was it? Somebody lost all theirs, didn't they? The ones they made.
Yeah, one person. Who was it?
Didn't they, Susan, you out, didn't they say?
I'm thinking it was her.
Yeah.
And I don't
And
think
then-
we've gotten hers yet.
And
She
she's
hadn't
having to
found
make
them yet. She was
more.
starting over.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be ripping that room apart.
I would be too. I'd be fine to be looking for
Which
I
I'm sure she has, you know.
Susan, you're out. Yeah. She started over. That'd be
and
awful.
see, Deb, you're talking just like you're all in the middle of this swap. So you know more about it than we do.
Yeah. And then she'll probably get all done and sent out, and she'll find them later.
Probably.
Yeah. That's the way it goes.
Working on them and securing them to the wall so she doesn't lose them.
Go.
It said this morning she has
Oh.
one done.
Secure them to the wall so she doesn't lose them.
That's good. Or put them in a box or something, you know, to make sure.
Death and funeral the first 2 weeks of August. Oh.
Mm.
Sorry. That's
Or
hard.
paint attic window.
That's what she was gonna do.
Yeah.
That on that sewing the distance, when
Yeah.
she was sewing one thing that she's done that I haven't done this before, it might not be a bad idea. She makes a test block first and looks at it and decides if that's what she wants, because she made it and it had like a white strip across the top and the bottom, and then she put another little piece of floral in the middle topping block, and it really changed it. So she said she was going to change the rest of the quilt blocks to be that way.
I always make a test block.
Which I've never made a test block. I just start sewing them.
When you don't make a test block and then it's okay. What's going to be good now? So you keep going. So
Yeah. Then my test block gets put in with random blocks, you know, and just someday I'll make a scrappy quilt
Yeah.
out of all the test blocks.
Yeah. I think we've all got probably orphan blocks.
Oh, June said she lost all of hers, and Susan did too. She found some that she made 4 years ago.
That she found some of them.
Uh-huh.
yeah, they'll find
They'll
them and have
find them after the fact.
quilt top. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Well, ladies, I've got to get off here. Sheila, I started to leave a few minutes ago and I didn't get
I know,
going.
but Rowena come up. and
I'm
I had to
sorry.
leave.
It's okay. It's okay. I've enjoyed it. It's been
I was
fun.
late. We were eating and all that, and I was late.
It's fine, but I've been sitting there for 2 hours. So
You'll find out like she did the other night when she's on for over 3 hours.
Yeah, Terry's going to come in and say, "Well, what have you been doing, Rita?"
I know. He came in a minute ago. Y'all couldn't see, but he came and got some water, but he'd been out doing something. So
Oh, it's only 4:30 there, right? 4:34.
Yeah,
4:35.
he needs to be drinking fluids if he's outside in this heat.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, he comes in just wringing wet. You don't have to do nothing to just drip around here. It's just,
Because the humidity here
Yes.
is so high. It just, and they're warning about, I think like yesterday, the ambulance people picked up 27 patients
oh,
in Oklahoma City, and they admitted 18 to the hospital
wow.
just from, like heat stroke.
Yeah, we got a heat warning for tomorrow. It's not
Yeah.
a watch, it's a warning. Yeah. So I'm
It's-
staying
it's
inside.
Bad here. We're hitting like 104, 105, way up there.
Our heat index tomorrow is supposed to be 110 with the heat index.
Yeah. It's just been awful. So
So everybody stay safe.
if it's
Stay
past
cool.
noon, I just stay in the house,
Me too.
most of the time when I can.
Me
Mhm.
too.
And I've got a 2 o'clock doctor's appointment. That's going to be fun. At
Yeah.
3,
2 o'clock
driving home in all the heat.
tomorrow.
It was a
Tomorrow in the middle of that heat.
hot part of the day.
Well, I have another one at like 9, 10, but that'll be easy because it'll be in the morning, be a lot cooler. But
But it starts out hot here in the mornings. You just
well, no, when I really went out about 7 or 7:30 this morning, it was like 80 degrees already.
Mm-hmm,
I'm like, oh my gosh, already.
mm-hmm.
My son wanted me to water 2 of my pecan trees. He said they were needing water. So I drug the hose out to them.
Heat index of 118. I can't
Yeah.
remember where Deb's at. Y'all remember where Deb's at?
Oh no, because I don't have her address. She wasn't in the swap.
Deb, what state are you in? We want to know.
Where you from, Deb?
Oh,
Is she on the list? Maybe she'll tell us.
Wonder if she'll put where she's from.
good one. Oh, Iowa, Illinois border.
Illinois border.
Oh, Iowa, Illinois border.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Deb, we're fixing to give you a hard time every time you come home from the house.
She's just gonna get her address and go after her.
Oh,
It's all fun.
it's all fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going.
Too.
I'm gonna.
Alrighty.
I better leave before I change my mind. Talk to
See ya.
y'all later.
Take
Bye,
care.
everybody.
Bye.
Stay
Have
cool.
a good evening.
Stay cool.
Yeah, I'm inside.